so here we are in my free Canva account. We're going to start off with, I'm going to show you just a few quick examples of title pages. So I like to use photos in my title pages, as you can see, and these are just some that I found in the template section, and I altered a little bit. This one was as is, and I just changed the wording. I didn't mess with any of the photos yet. Some of these I put the stock photos in already. This one I put some quotes in, but we are just going to start off with creating a design. So hit that purple button and go to US letter document. That's what I am using. You can put in your own, choose something different or put in custom dimensions if you are want to do it in a different size. Okay, so here we are, and it puts us automatically in the template section, and you can see there are just many different possibilities and designs that other people have done that Canva lets you see and view and take inspiration from. So I am going to look specifically for a photo collage and type in photo collage in the search bar. And so this shows me a lot of designs that have different photos in them. I am looking in particular for one that has 4 photos in a grid and a space in the center to put the title. So let's just keep scrolling down here. I know there's one here that's actually nice, but I think I like my circle design the best. So I'm just going to keep on going. I'm looking more for just how this is structured and not necessarily the color scheme or anything. There's the one that I showed the example of. Ooh, I like this pink party. So you just click on it and it puts it right into your design. I'm going to get rid of the tab here. And the first thing I'm going to do is change. So I'm going to put my mouse over just the grid, just this photo. As you can see, it's got the blue dotted lines around it. So we know that that's the section we're working with. But I want to change the spacing. So this is the grid spacing, and I'm just going to increase it to put a little bit more. Actually, I want to make it a little smaller, and I just want to drag the sides out here just a little bit to make more of the photo show. Okay, that works for me. These photos have grids over them and have the Canva watermark because they are not free. They are pro, but you can pay for them, I believe, I think for like $1 a piece. So that is always an option. Okay, so right now we are going to change the title here, change the wording, and this title has a bunch of different font text boxes linked together. I don't need all of that. I'm going to highlight the blue area highlighted up here. I'm going to delete. I'm going to delete this text box. And now I'm going to delete the bottom one so that we just have the single large piece of text. And as you can see, as I move it around, it shows me a grid that really helps with the positioning. But I am going to change this to all caps to say health and fitness. And this frilly font is not going to work for me, so I'm going to change it. It's really nice up here. It shows you what the font looks like. If it has a little crown next to it, that means it is not available in the free version. You have to upgrade to Pro to get that. But there's plenty of fonts here that are really nice to use. I happen to use League Gothic because it's a little bit more condensed, and I'm going to take away the italics. And I think I'm also going to change this so that it says health and fitness. Okay, I like that. Now, one of the things I do not like here is the circle in the center is really big. And I liked one of the other designs that I did. So I'm going to actually show you how to I'm going to replace it with a different circle. So I'm going to highlight that and hit delete. And then I'm going to go to elements. And, oh, good. I have the ones that I recently used. I'm going to just use a circle shape and then put a ring around it. So I'm going to drag this over here, and it's choosing a color for me, but I'm going to change it to white. And there's always white, the default colors. Pretty cool here how they choose colors that are in the photos. But since we are going to be replacing all of that, we will deal with that later. So now I've changed it to white, and I am going to make it a little smaller so that we have, we can see the pictures a little bit better. So that actually, I want to put this circle, when it has these grid lines, I want to put it right in the center. Now I want to move my font, my text, my title. And I think I'm going to make it a little bigger. I can go up here and just switch. I'm just going to type in 68 and see how that works. I think that actually looks pretty nice. I could make it a little bit bigger, but now I'm going to put this circle, and you can just click on it and we'll plop it right into the center of your page. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and see if we can make it, I just have to move it around a little bit, but let's see how that looks when we change it to white. Okay, I like that. That's a nice centered, maybe it isn't centered. Let's see. Yes, now we know it's centered because it had that darker line, that darker grid in the center. So that looks really good. And now we can get into popping our photos in. So we're going to go to photos, and here is where we would put, let's just type health. Actually, let's do yoga beach and see what pops up. Okay, let's see. See if there's, these are all, so all these little crowns are pro ones, but there's a free one. That's nice. And we can scroll through. Let's just, ooh, I like this one. Let's put this one in, and we just drag it over. It will place it where we want it. I kind of like that. And we can, I can highlight just this picture, and if I hit crop, I can position it differently within that frame. So let's just see if that looks a little bit better. Ooh, I kind of like that. Okay, that's a good one. And maybe I might end up finding something that's a little bit more colorful, but let's go to, I will show you how to upload. Let's upload. You hit upload media, you go to your device. I happen to have a file already of my Lifebook, all of my Lifebook stuff, and I have it organized into different weeks. So let's go to week 1 and see what we have available. These are all of the ones that were given, the stock photos given to us. I'm going to change, okay, they are icons. So I'm going to upload this, choose for upload. Now I'm uploading a photo. As you, oops, I may have some of the other photos back in the beginning uploaded in here. So here are some of the other photos that I chose to upload, and I am going to use this photo right here of the man and woman. I'm going to, that's not where I wanted it. It dropped it into that one spot. So this is a really handy tool. Right up here, this undo, just hit the undo button. I use that all the time. So now I'm going to try again and drag it over to this far picture. There's where I want it to go. Now I'm going to highlight it, and I'd like to flip it and focus and then crop it now so that I can highlight the woman working out. So let's, now I click my cursor outside of the page that I'm working on. And I like the way that that is positioned. So now I'm going to put one more picture in here of healthy food. And this is one of the stock photos that John and Missy gave to us. Okay, and there we go. I'm going to put it up there, and let's check crop and just see if I want to maybe move it just a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Okay, I like that. Now with this last section here in the bottom left corner, rather than putting a photo in here, I want to show you how to just make it a solid color in case you want to put a quote. So you go up here to the color, and it will actually find colors that are in the document. So that's really handy. And then you also have the default colors, and you have the option to type in a 6-digit hex code up here. So, or the RGB code, I'm not quite sure what it's called, but let's just try this kind of pretty coral color, or maybe this is, I actually like this darker color because it picks up the color of the pomegranate and the weight. So we're gonna go with that. And now we're going to jump over to text and add a quote in here. So I hit click a subheading, it pops it right into the middle, typically in black. And now I'm just going to go in and change the typing, and I'm going to type in this quote I just found. The first wealth is health, and it's attributed to Ralph Waldo Emerson. So now I'm going to take this box and make it more narrow so that it fits in this space, and I can change my left side and then move it. You just kind of, when you have it highlighted with this, with the arrow in that position, it shows all, that's when you can just drag it up and down. Okay, so let's see how that looks. I definitely don't want to keep this title pink. So I am going to, I'm going to change the position of the circle, make it go backward so that I can access the font. And we are going to change that color. So maybe a nice, should we kind of do this in corals and greens? I don't really care for that. Let's try this lighter green. Finally, we are going to change the background. Right now it's all white. You can keep it that way if you'd like, but if you go to the background tab, so let's just pop some different ones in here and see how they look. You know, actually, I kind of like that green with the coral together. It's, I don't know, it's a photo or something, but here we go. I think we have a winner. This is our health and fitness title. And I want to point up here that here they saved it based on our title, but you can name it whatever you want. I like to title mine 1-health and fitness, and then add pages to keep the whole section together. But it is saved, as you can see here, all changes are saved, and we are done. So now I want you to go through and create all of your 12 titles, and then check back in, and we will move on to the rest of the sections.